This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past, present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. So you were saying in the main episode that you got a DM or something from someone and then we never actually got around to it. So do you want to read it out now?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's worth chatting about, but I'll just
We'll read it out first and we'll decide.
Someone just DM'd me out of nowhere and they're referring to our, model casting. Just randomly. I'm a little behind. Did you put the call out for a plus size model and a skinny model, or is it just one size overall? Do you have any skinny models as well? I've noticed you have more plus size girls than skinny girls. Did any skinny girls even get a look, or were you always looking for a big girl? I know your brand goes out to big people, so why don't you call your brand something like Big Plus Woman and Smaller?
What the fuck is going on? And what time is this coming through? At fucking 1 o'clock on a Monday?
And then I
what are you
replied
doing?
and said, have you even looked at the Fate Instagram page or website? There is smaller girls on our socials, in our reels. Are you fucking serious? And she said, yeah, but I feel it's more for bigger girls.
Okay. People are fucked.
And this is the thing that shits me to tears, right? I think, I've probably spoken about this before on High Scrollers, but fat phobia is so deeply riddled in society and in people's minds that they don't even realise it. Because I think a lot of people, let's say if there are girls that are size 6 and size 8 who have just been small their whole life, they would look at brands like Fate and have that mentality of, oh, that's for bigger girls. So I'm not going to buy from there.
Which actually isn't them thinking it's for bigger girls. It's going, I don't want to be seen wearing the same pair of jeans as someone who's a size 24.
And I think there would be so many. And I get it to an extent. People that have been small their whole life and have never been excluded from fashion, never been picked on for the way they look, they don't know what it's like to have that lived experience of just being excluded from fashion. But I just find it so fucking dumb when I know for a fact people would be like, I'm not shopping there because they do all those bigger sizes.
Yeah.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah. Which also, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but you had already had your winner picked, but you showed me who, the top 10 were.
We had all shapes and sizes.
It was all shapes and sizes and ethnicities and
backgrounds,
abilities and everything. And I not being rude to you, but I was actually impressed with the diversity that you had in your lineup of the top 10 girls. And not to say that I didn't expect that from you. I hope that's coming across the right way. But I was like, oh wow, this is kind of a fucking sleigh.
Yeah, it was sizes 6 to 26. We had all shapes and sizes on the casting days.
Yeah.
And this girl's saying it's just all for big girls. Why don't you call your brand something different?
Which,
go scroll on the Fate website and Instagram. There is all different shapes and sizes.
I still don't know how anyone could mix up the word fate with fat. Because remember, you've spoken about that on the podcast before, how some people thought that you pronounced fate fat.
But I think it's because it's deeply riddled in them that we do bigger sizes. So they're oh, it must be called fat, the label.
Yeah. No, I've never understood how you read fate and read it as fat. Because there's a Y in there.
Yeah.
If it's M-A-Y-T, you wouldn't say mat.
No, you'd say
mate.
Say
mate.
Yeah.
If it's D-A-Y-T, you wouldn't say dat. You'd
say date.
So why? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, people are weird. That is a weird DM. Glad we discussed that.
What I'm doing right now, because this person obviously hasn't bothered to take 5 seconds to scroll on the Fate Instagram, I'm just scrolling through our Instagram right now and DMing her every reel of someone that's a smaller size to be have you even fucking looked?
I have 2 things to ask the audience today, actually. Again, we'll put this in our broadcast channel or comment on this episode if you can, if you're listening on Spotify. I don't know if you can do it on Apple, but on Spotify, you can comment on the episode. I want to know 2 things. First of all, your clothes that have hanger straps, do you use the hanger straps?
At home?
Yeah.
No.
I fucking hate a hanger strap.
So
I'm not
we
fucking
don't
using
barely
that.
have any hanger straps. The only time we'll put them on an item is if it needs it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, like, but sometimes we still don't. But like if you've got a one shoulder top, you'll generally put a hanger strap on the other side so that you can put the one shoulder up on the hanger and then the string.
Yeah.
So that the top can actually hang. But we just flip them upside down and clip them that way with a clip hanger.
Nice. That's fun. I hate a hanger strap. The other thing that I thought about the other day, especially given that we're going on a holiday, is the fact that, you know, when you're staying at specifically a resort, like I feel like it's got to have a pool and stuff, but you know how people like will put a towel down to reserve their spot at the pool at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I've seen TikToks and stuff of people like doing the walk at 6 o'clock in the morning when the pool opens, and like it's like 40 white women walking to the pool and the pool beds and putting a towel down. I will genuinely walk up and just take your spot.
Mm-hmm.
How do you remember which one it is? All that's there is a towel, and also fuck off.
I like when hotels are really strict on that and they've got like a 10-minute or 15-minute thing. Like if you go and put your stuff down and you're not back within 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should be allowed to be putting their towels down full stop. Like I feel like if you're going to put a towel, you've got to sit there right then and there.
Yeah, agree.
You can't go put it down and then go to breakfast.
No.
Fuck off. If I get
agree.
there, I'm moving your towel or I'm using your towel. And what are you going to do? Come up and say, you stole my spot? I'm going to go, and?
Yeah.
Sometimes I
You
just
weren't
clock
here.
in and I go, I've got free will.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? Fight me in a 5-star resort? Security.
Yeah.
Kick the crazy bitch out. You know what I mean? Like, I've got free will. I can do whatever I'd like.
Exactly.
Actually.
Yep. I'm right there with you
And
on
I
that
guess
one.
so could they. And that's why they're putting a towel down. But you're putting your towel down, I'm putting my foot down and saying, absolutely not.
Something else random I just thought of.
Yeah. This is just a mixed bag today. This is a party mix.
Okay. Something I did on the way to the podcast this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Every Monday.
Everyone in Melbourne, everyone.
Every morning when I drive to Sydney on a Monday, I stop at the Twin Servos.
Yeah.
And get my big can of V. This morning I was feeling a little bit hungry, but didn't know what I felt like. And so I bought a banana.
Mm.
I don't think I've ever bought a piece of fruit from the servo in my life. And I took it to the counter. Like, usually everything's got a barcode. Like, you know, you give it to them. And I just was like handing a banana over the counter to the servo guy.
I wonder how popular fruit at the servo is.
Well, I've never bought it in my life and it felt wrong.
Yeah.
Because it was like a piece of fresh fruit. It's not like it's got a barcode and he's scanning it.
Yeah.
And then I was like carrying it out and I don't know, I felt like everyone was looking at me. Even though they weren't, but it looks wrong to be having a banana at the servo.
It's like when I go to, Red Rooster or something, and they'll be like, what drink? And I'll be like, oh, just a water. And then I'm like, why the fuck have I wasted my fast food moment on a water?
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel, what a waste. You know what's funny though is, do you buy fruit when you do the groceries though? Like all the time? Like do you buy bananas all the time?
Yeah.
I only bought bananas for the first time in so long.
I love bananas.
So long. TMI, trigger warning, talking about poo. But because when I got my gallbladder out, I had to talk to the doctor and I said, what can I have? And she was like, oh, just take it easy and have this and that and everything. And I knew I had some bananas at home and I was like, can I have bananas? And she's like, well, because of the painkillers, you might have some constipation. So we don't advise you to have bananas because they can actually make the constipation worse.
What? Don't bananas have fibre?
This is just what she told me, all right?
Yeah.
And so basically, oh shit, what's happened on the bridge? Look, there's been a car crash on the bridge or something. Remember that day there was a big fire out there?
Yeah.
Flashing lights. Looks like a police car and they're diverting traffic.
Shit.
Oh, hope everyone's all right. Sorry, getting distracted by the flashing lights out the window here at the studio. What was I saying? Bananas, constipation, that's right.
I thought bananas would make you shit.
Well, I hope not, because I thought, well, I'll get some bananas out of it because I'd actually like some constipation at the moment. Because I don't know what's going on with my stomach at the moment. Might just be the amount of stress I'm under. But I've got the runs constantly. So I'm just
Thanks
trying to
for letting
sort
us
that
know
out.
that, Matt.
Yeah, I don't know why I just said that on a podcast to tens of thousands of people.
It's close
but
friends.
Anyway,
It's fine.
it is close friends. And what happens in close friends stays in close friends. But I did have some gastro stop, actually. Sky gave me some gastro stop. Found some in the cupboard. That did help. That did help. If GastroStop wants to sponsor the show, I can tell you right here, right now, GastroStop fucking works because I went, wow, that's a godsend. But I haven't had gastro in years. Touch wood. Don't want it either. I'm just talking shit, literally, because Brittney's sitting there on her phone scrolling or something. I think she's over it because we're doing double records and your poor fucking brain switched off. You done big business this morning. Wait.
What?
What's happened? What's happened? What's happened?
Hey Hannah, there's been an issue with your Vox Pro. The last couple of hours have not been recording.
Wait, what do you mean?
The podcasting folder was full and so it didn't record. I'll send Rick around.
If we have to redo 4 episodes.
Well, we can't do it today and she's going to China. And they were fucking good episodes. Like, I don't think we could recreate that Jesus chat. You know what I mean? That was fucking brilliant.
You want the good news or the bad news?
No.
Lucky we're pranking you!
Why?
April Fools!
Oh, you dogs! Thank God the Jesus
But I'll
chat
tell
was
you
doing
what's
it.
funny. At the start, we were like, this is another fucking prank.
Literally
And then
straight
you're like,
away,
no.
I was
open.
trying to do good acting.
Well, we just got fucking pranked.
Yeah.
Again.
Although this comes out in 2 fucking months at this
Yeah,
stage.
So this is, we can't really address it.
Okay.
Well, you can be like, if you saw a
If you saw the April Fool's prank, we literally just got pranked.
That
Hannah
was-
just
yeah.
told us that the last hour plus was gone.
Which, of
And
course, the first thing I've said is thank God the diarrhea chat doesn't need to go out to, to the audience. But no, you've heard that loud in an HD. So, yeah, Brittney flies to China tonight. I'm going to America. So we literally have no other chance to pre-record or film anything. So we just looked at each other and went, well,
I just fucking
fuck
gave
it.
up.
I
then.
don't
was
care.
Like,
At that point, I went, I love you, scrollers, but you can fucking miss out.
I was
because
just laying down on my phone. Like, I just didn't even
Can't
care
do
that we
it.
lost the footage. Sorry, that wasn't a very dramatic reaction from either of us.
The moment it happened, we both literally went,
This
it's
is a prank.
like, God damn it!
You can't
After
prank
the
us.
last one of me thinking I was going to lose my career, I don't think I'm letting anything slip now. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
it was
for
good, but
sure.
I feel like ever since that huge prank, when we hit 1 million downloads, like we're always going to be expecting it to be a prank now. But
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting April Fools.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I forgot all about April Fools. And now I think it's almost May by the time you're listening to this. So anyway,
I've
scrollers,
gotta
sorry
go.
for the
I'm
no
gonna piss
context.
myself.
Okay, well piss yourself then. Piss yourself. See you next Tuesday.